TCG Meta Slayer. Alright, in this video, we're going to take a look at SD20 Starter Deck Yellow Transformation from the new Zenkai series, Zenkai Starter Deck Dragon Ball Super Card Game. That's a lot, guys, but check it out. This is going to be a fast video. I'm not going to do a full unboxing. I'm going to tell you guys what you get in here. Good upgrade options to slay the meta. And let me start by saying, guys, if you haven't been playing Dragon Ball Super Card Game, you're, definitely want to come back to it now. And if you are a brand new player, checking this series out, start here, guys. Zenkai is the beginning of a new block. And essentially what that means is you get a new theme moving forward. And the Zenkai theme here is to create a small side deck of Zenkai cards. Use your combo energy to also create a new resource called Zenkai Energy. And then you can play the cards from your Zenkai deck. It's a small deck, but you can look at it anytime you want. And it does add more strategic options and deck building creative options for your deck. So I'm excited to see, as this block progresses over the years, just what kind of Z cards we're going to get. We're going to get battle cards and, of course, leaders, but who knows what else they might have in the works. So again, this is the perfect place to start. And I actually suggest this as being the first starter deck because it has a great balance between attack, defense, a little bit of control, and it does have some tricky mechanics, but it's nothing super complicated, but there is a complexity for sure. All right, so essentially when you get this starter deck, you're gonna get what's listed on the back here. These are the contents here. It tells you the rarity in the category. The ST cards are starter only available, so if you want 4 of them, you're gonna have to buy 2 of this, except for like the Z leader, for example, the ones that you get only 1 piece of in the leader. But realistically, you only need 2. Spoiler alert, I have 1 here. And you obviously only need 1 leader, but you get 2 of the other starter cards. So if you bought a second one of this, you get 4 of. And you might still want to do that also because, I bought one of these singly, but if you have access to this relatively cheaply, especially, just get both of these and you'll have everything you need as far as, play sets and just maybe some extra cards, But anyways, this is the route I took. So I'll show you guys the starter deck and the singles here. You also get a free Zenkai promo pack. There's a few cards in there, the start pack, sorry. Things like an Oolong, a Mai, is also like a Videl. And basically those are cards that you can only get with this starter pack here. All right, so once you do that, these are the cards I picked up. So again, this deck I think is also very competitive. It's definitely capable of slaying the meta. I know that in the one of the most recent tournaments earlier in October, I think this placed at least top 4. Somebody added like a yellow good stuff package to this deck. I think you can still get away with playing things a little bit more budget, sticking to theme and finding alternatives. That way, you can give your own little brand and flavor to this deck for sure. All right, so let's start off with the Z leader. Like I mentioned here, you want 2 of these guys because, without going through all the text, what's really cool is that at the end, if you'd like, during a battle, you can place one of your Z energy into your drop area, remove a Son Goku childhood card in your drop from the game, and then at the end of battle, before the end of battle, you'll get plus 10,000 power and double strike for the battle, and at the end of the battle, remove this from the game. So you're going to go up to 30,000 critical. Critical is super great, and you're going to get double strike. So not only will you get to attack once for critical, but you can unrest, and then now you can attack again, this time at 30,000 to hit for double critical. So all in all, you can do 3 critical damage on 1 turn to either seal out the game or just take a really huge chunk away from their their life and their HP. And then again, that's why I bought 2 of them, because in case you want to get one out early, you have the second one, or if you can't close out the game with the second one, with the first one, because whatever they have the counter or something, then you have at least one more to give a try. All right, so there's that. Z card we want to add here. I haven't really fleshed out the Z card. Right now, Oolong is always a great choice for yellow, but I also have the Super Saiyan Blue Son Goku. This gives you a good kind of like control option because as long as he's rested, basically, you can discard a Z energy when they play a card, and then you can basically rest one of their battle cards or unison cards and negate its skills. So again, very cool defensive and control option. All right, and then Great Ape Son Goku, Instincts Unleashed. Oh, and let me say one more thing. I kind of jumped ahead of myself a little bit here. The theme of this deck is based on the first season and the earliest manga of Dragon Ball. which is why they have the matching art here, which I think is phenomenal. Bandai, good job there. This is when Goku was still a kid, still had his monkey tail turning into an ape, and in the full moonlight. And then of course he grows up into an adult eventually. But what's really fun is that really cool right there, boom boom. This captures the theme of that. It's a little bit farther ahead in the series, during the World Tournament. This is when he's gonna go up against, he's been training with Master Roshi. He's already been searching for the Dragon Balls with like Bulma, Puar, Yamcha. He's met Chi-Chi and her father, the Ox King. And then now Master Roshi has donned an alter ego, Jackie Chun, to, make sure to test his pupils Goku and Krillin in the tournament. So again, really fun and thematic, as you'll see in the cards here. So we do have some ape cards. The cool thing about the ape cards, so I got 2 of these because there's 2 in the deck, I believe. Let's see, Great Ape Son Goku. Great Ape Son Goku. Great Ape Son Goku Instincts Unleashed. Okay, I don't see it. Unfortunately. Okay. Anyways, I only picked up 2 of these so far because again, this is from the new Zenkai series. It says so right there. Buy them. But it's kind of expensive, but it is nice. I mean, it gives you the option to evolve from a Son Goku childhood card. And what's good about these apes, a lot of them have like double strike and blocker, especially blocker. So they have a good offense skill and a great defense skill. So seeing the other one here, this is another one. This is an old Goku ape card, but I think this is kind of your preference. This is why I chose 4 of these. Eventually though, maybe I'll get another one of these. We'll see, or just even a play set to have. But I kind of want to split either 4 of these, 2 here, or something like that. This does cost 1 more to evolve, but this one has critical and blocker. What's also nice about this is that when this card evolves, you can choose one of your opponent's card energy in rest mode, and it cannot be switched to active mode. So again, giving you another balance between offense, defense, and control really, really shines with this deck. So that basically, puts them down 1 resource on their next turn. So that could be very good for you. 1 explosive spirits on Goku. Maybe do 2 of these. We'll see. But Son Goku childhood youth card. This is from an older set, and it's a blocker. He also has a barrier, and basically when you play him, you can just choose one of your battle cards of your opponent in rest mode and KO it. Bam. Yeah. Here's another new Zenkai card, Son Goku to Lands Unknown. Again, Son Goku childhood, and this one has unique barrier and dual attack. Unique meaning you can only have 1 out in play. But yeah, look at this. Man, these cards, this artwork is so fantastic. Bandai, I'll keep saying this a lot. Bandai has such a great attention to quality in their cards. Their foils barely ever bend and stuff like that too. So really, really cool. Basically here, you can play this for free by resting one of your Bulma cards. Battle cards or Unison cards that both have to be Bulma and yellow. And which is cool because this deck, part of the complex strategy is the sequencing of like when to rest your cards, and then they have abilities that let them unrest. I'll show you a little bit later on. So, but this is really cool because essentially you get to play this guy for free and not too shabby. All right, here's another older card. We're going to do some thematic stuff from the World Tournament. We have Unyielding Victory Son Goku and Unyielding Victory Jackie Chun. Look at that. So cool with the foiling. You really get a sense of the power and everything. So again, these guys kind of do a little quick, cool little combo. So when you have them both out, right, what you can do is you can rest this guy, and then what happens here is that, because it says here, you rest one of your Unyielding Victory Jackie Chuns, and then basically, for the duration of the turn, he gets plus 5,000, double strike, triple attack. That is incredible. That is huge. 20,000, attack 3 times, and do 2 damage each time. Ridiculous. Okay, then what happens is once he's done, and this guy's rested too, at the end of your turn, you can activate his skill, KO your Unyielding Victory Goku. That's right. Teach him a lesson. And then what you can do after that is choose this card and one of your energy and then unrest them. Why is that awesome? Because, you might have another one of these and play later on, but gives you, again, a pivot to defense. This guy, when he's not rested, can block. And when you have 1 extra energy, you might need that for a counterplay. So again, really, really cool. Gives you the ability to pivot from offense to defense and so forth. Yamcha, 2 are in the starter deck. This is a new card. And this is one of the ones I was talking about where This guy's a searcher, and then it says here one of his autos limit 1. When this card is switched to rest mode by one of your leader's skills, switch it back to active mode. Then choose a yellow Son Goku childhood card in rest mode that has attacked this turn, and then switch it to active mode. And if you do, draw a card. See, so you probably want to combo that with some of the cards in here to basically net a card draw. You know what I mean? So very, very important. Now going to the Bulmas, same thing. Here's one. So like the other cards say, you might want to rest Bulma to activate or trigger a skill. And this one has an ability here, the auto. When your opponent attacks, switch this card to active mode and it gains blocker. So leaving this in rest mode is not a bad thing because it's going to end up unresting when your opponent attacks. And then it gets blocker. Now it does only cost 1, so be mindful because every time they attack, this is going to get hit. It does have a +2 main, which lets you play up to 1 yellow non-Great Ape Son Goku with an energy cost of 3 or less from your hand. So that's fantastic because that's why like this guy can be played for free. Ho ho ho. And yeah, you want to get some markers on this for sure so you can keep resting it and blocking, you know, resting it, unresting and blocking, and so forth. For these, they didn't include this in the starter deck, but definitely should be in the starter deck for sure. It's a new Zenkai card, and this is the one that lets you, when it gets rested here, the auto says once per turn, discard a card from your hand, and then when they switch to rest mode by one of your skills, draw a card, and then switch this card to active mode. So you get to keep on going like boom, 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 boom. Really cool. And then we're going to finish off with just another little last minute tech card. We got I'm the World Champion. Now, this card is interesting because it only costs 1 energy, and then basically, if you have a Son Goku childhood in play, draw 2 cards. So maybe you want to get more card draw, you know, and if you build your deck between 50 to 60 cards, it wouldn't hurt too much if your deck went closer to 60 with this, because that would just mean you'd be able to kind of go through your deck a little bit faster. So I just thought I'd pick it up. You know, it's thematic, but at the same time, could be very well useful. All right, there you guys go. That's the start of it. Maybe I'll do another video in the future to go over more of the strategy and do some gameplay examples with it. But again, pick this up if you're new to Dragon Ball. Pick this up if you're back into Dragon Ball. And of course, if you're a Dragon Ball Super Card Game fan, you're already picking this up. And that's my initial kind of like anti-meta take on this. And then from here, you know, you can basically tweak it and make it your own. Let me know in the comments below if you have other suggestions to include in this deck, for sure. I'm always happy to hear. All right, guys, thanks so much for hanging out. Like and subscribe. Got more Dragon Ball Super Card Game. Got Digimon, Magic the Gathering, Flesh and Blood, and eventually One Piece. All right, don't forget, keep your faith, say a prayer, spread that love, be positive, be thankful. I'll be coming back at you. Peace.